Guess what I got asked? Yep, the classic "what's the deal with this idiom?" Lose one's touch. I will explain it, and you've got it covered today. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a famous chef who hasn't cooked in years. One day, he decides to cook a meal, but it doesn't taste as good as it used to. People say he has lost his touch. But what does that mean? Lose one's touch means to lose one's skill or ability in a particular area after a period of inactivity. For example, if a musician stops playing for a long time, they might lose their touch and not be as good as they once were. To remember the meaning, think of touch as a metaphor for skill. If you don't use your skills regularly, you might lose them. So, to keep your touch, you need to keep practicing and using your skills. Let me give you an example. John used to be a great basketball player, but he stopped playing for a year. When he came back to the court, he missed every shot. His friend said, "Looks like you lost your touch." Fun fact, the idiom "lose one's touch" is believed to have originated from the game of billiards. If a player couldn't perform a certain shot, they were said to have lost their touch. Example sentence, after taking a break from painting. I feel like I've lost my touch. The speaker used the idiom to express that they feel they are no longer as skilled at painting as they once were due to inactivity. Original sentence, after not playing soccer for a year, he lost his touch. Rephrase 1, his soccer skills declined after not playing for a year. Rephrase 2, he wasn't as good at soccer after taking a break for a year. A real-life example of losing one's touch is Michael Jordan's brief retirement from basketball. When he came back, he wasn't as good as he once was, and people said he had lost his touch. Similar expressions include out of practice and rusty. Opposite expressions include in top form and at the top of one's game. Related idioms include fall off the wagon and back in the saddle. Let me tell you a story using back in the saddle. After not riding a bike for years, Sarah was nervous to get back on. But, after a few wobbly attempts, she was back in the saddle and riding like a pro. Quiz time. Which of the following is a possible example of losing one's touch? A. A musician playing every day. B. A chef who hasn't cooked in years. C. A basketball player who practices regularly. Answer B. Losing one's touch happens after a period of inactivity. To sum up, losing one's touch means losing one's skill or ability after a period of inactivity. To remember the meaning, think of touch as a metaphor for skill. Keep using your skills to keep your touch. We'd love to hear your story with losing one's touch. Share your thoughts in the comments. Here's some encouragement for you. Don't worry if you've lost your touch. With practice, you'll get it back.